What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode, and in today's video, as you can see, I don't even think I need much of an explanation, but it happened. I mean, what more do I have to say? If you guys have been watching any of my videos in the past, you'd know we've been tracking this breakout for quite a very long time. And I literally just said it yesterday that the explosion is coming for Ethereum. I literally drew it right here, the symmetrical triangle, the descending fractal, sorry, waiting for that breakout. I said it could happen as early as today. And look, what more of an explanation do I need? This is why patience is a virtue, because if you're patient and you'll wait for these signals and these opportunities, we can get in and long. Now, obviously, it would have been nice for a candle to close maybe here for us to actually get some leaps and bounds in. But once I saw this starting to rally, like we actually started to run pretty high, that's when I was able to put in that buy order. And then since then, we've just, scaled to the upside here, and we just keep pumping higher. Now we're overbought. Good chance we're going to see a little bit of correction, but I think now we are in the cahoots for a big run to the upside, continued breakout. We've been bullish. I've been calling this. I mean, every cryptocurrency is exploding now. This has been the easiest freaking thing, like, it's been the easiest freaking candle to trade on, the easiest crypto to trade on here, the easiest just textbook indicator that has been around for us to take advantage of here. And it's absolutely nuts, it's absolutely nuts. And it's not just Ethereum. Practically all these cryptos are starting to see the run. We had a small little dip within Solana here, already starting to crack downwards. We have XRP that just had confirmation closure as of yesterday here, and I am on the fence about buying into this one, and we'll go in depth about my thoughts on that later on in today's video. Ethereum, an immense explosion makes sense because we had a massive, I don't even have words to explain how enormous, how monstrous, how explosive Ethereum's chart is. And then we also have Bitcoin, which shot up, now hitting a price ceiling. And then the S&P 500 is consolidating today. But I mean, I was warning you guys for these trades. I even said Ethereum is like the #1 on crypto on my radar here. Ethereum, XRP, Bitcoin, Solana. And here it is with us as early as yesterday, exploding to the upside, erupting like a volcano to the upside here for us to capitalize on. It doesn't get that. It doesn't get easier than that. Anywho, make sure to take advantage of this with the May Madness BYDFI trading and earn over $350 by signing up for BYDFI with the link down in the description below. Leverage trade. Great stop losses, take profits, get your free cryptocurrency. Who doesn't like free cryptocurrency, especially with markets exploding like this? This is just the beginning, guys, for a major run. So take advantage of it. Sign up with the link down in the description below. Register and get your $350 worth of free crypto. With that being said, smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's jump right into today's episode. So guys, where do we even start? I mean, we can look at Ethereum here, and then I think we'll veer over to XRP here. But this has been one of the easiest cryptocurrencies to capitalize on. It's definitely a difficult one though. Like if we jump to the hourly, this might have been like where we got the signal to buy in, because, and it's tough because you can see here since the beginning, it really doesn't show us breaking through hourly charts here. There were every now and then little hiccups, little flares here, but this really showed us the major result of a breakout here. But jumping to the 4-hour, you can see how quickly we rallied up. It really didn't give us much time to buy into it. We did have the first closure above 34.50, which would have been a buying opportunity, but just taking a leap of faith, buying in was another opportunity to capitalize off this run. I do think we're going to go higher, although I do think we're going to consolidate first here in this enormous rally to the upside. And it sucks when things like this happen here because like we're consolidating, and I wonder if I could just extend this out. Check that out. Yeah, just like that. It sucks too because as we consolidate, as we trend, as we trade, and let me just tweak this right here as well, just like that. You can see we had this breakout happen, and it doesn't give us much of a warning. It just kind of explodes. We explode to the upside here. The first 4-hour closure was right here, and then we headed up even higher. But if we waited for daily candle to close, it's all the way up at 3,700, which is huge. It's so much higher than where we originally started from, which is crazy. But this is how bull flags work. This is how bull flag breakouts work. We have a flag pull followed by a descending fractal, lower high, lower low resistance here, filling in the gap, and then we have the breakout here. Typically, when we hit a low, we even drew the Elliott impulse wave. I mean, everything is exactly how we said these cryptos would work. This bull flag typically works here, and I'll draw it for you guys. I'll show you on the charts here. This is exactly how bull flags work. We have a bullish flag pull followed by a flag down, and then a breakout to the upside. And then if I even do a 5 or an Elliott impulse wave, you can see right here, that's typically 5 points of contact followed by a bigger break, blah, 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 or a 5-point Elliott pattern. Let's see if that even pulls up here. Kind of like this, where there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Usually there's 5 points, and then that completes itself, and we see that break. This would be an example of such, but on an uptrend correcting downwards, we're expecting the opposite happen here, where we had, you know, our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that completes the wave, and then we correct to the downside here. That's pretty much what happened on Ethereum here. We drew it. We had our, you know, 0.1 right here. We had 2, 3, 4, and here was number 5, and then we completed it with a break to the upside here. So it's very easy to capitalize off these runs. This was a very easy one, and it was easy to capitalize. We didn't, you know, get in at the bottom here. It was tough because we had the restriction right here. We're waiting for that daily confirmation conservatively here, but you can see the price ceiling and the moving average. Once we moved above here, it was pretty much game on. And with the 4-hour closure right around here, that's when we were able to take advantage of a bit of profit here. Now we're heading up even higher, moving that stop loss up, and a lot of you guys got tons of profit. I already know, I saw. So I'm very excited that you guys are able to take advantage of this, but this is an easy trade. You know, it's an easy trade. I play it conservative because of the risk factor that goes on in here, but this is how bull flag breakouts work, and this was the easiest thing to capitalize on. Now, as for future predictions, what can we expect moving forward within cryptos like this? This is where things get tough, because right now we're kind of consolidating right here and we're overbought. So the likelihood that we just keep steam piling higher, it's hard. You know, at this point here, because we've already bought in, we're going to keep that stop loss tight. Locked in guaranteed profit from now on, but there's a chance we could rally up like this. We can consolidate up. I would not be surprised if we consolidate a bit. We could even fall back, and that's what makes buying in, if you missed out on this run, a bit harder to capitalize on because of how early this is. Now, what I would wait for is more of a short opportunity instead of a buy-in for a long. Like maybe we hit a resistance and we fall. That seems to be more on the table than continuing higher, especially because we're overbought. So things are definitely more difficult to take advantage of if you haven't bought in already. I would actually steer clear of it because of the risk factor that goes on here, because now things get a little bit more problematic, at least for Ethereum. But there are other cryptos that haven't seen that run just yet. For example, XRP, and this is where things get a little bit trickier, maybe a little bit easier for those that haven't bought in. I mean, if we check out XRP, I've drawn this kind of major, kind of symmetrical flag here, whatever you want to call it. Like if I deleted a lot of these lines here, which we could do at this point, I might do some of that just to make things look a little bit easier on my eyes. You can see kind of we have this sort of symmetrical triangle forming, higher lows and lower highs. Each time we fall, it's higher than the last time. The first time we fell, 47 cents, 49 cents. 50 cents. So we're kind of pinballing off, creating new resistances and new supports, filling in this gap. It's a symmetrical triangle here. And with us being at the bottom, we're starting that reverse to the upside here, but we have this problem zone. 54 cents is a problem zone. This is where price ceiling is on the weekly charts, and that's why we're having a tough time breaking through it. If we do break through it, then I think it's game on. Like we've done it in the past. Once we broke through, we shot up pretty enormously here. So if you do that same thing at 54 cents, then I would expect to see that recovery rally take place. Jumping to the daily, you can see where that becomes a problem zone. You can see right here, we do have this symmetrical triangle forming here, filling in the gap. But even though we broke through it and we confirmation closured yesterday, it's not enough for me to say, hey, let's buy in just yet. I wanted to, but I'm a little bit skeptical with my trades because I'm trying to play a conservative here. And we have a bit of resistance on the weekly chart. So I'd rather wait for us to maybe close above 54 cents for me to reassure myself at the buy-in. I know that's also the moving average on the daily, but I think if we can break through it on the weekly charts, we'd have more of an opportunity to buy in. I just think this is a bit of a resistance, a bit of a problem zone in the past. You can even see, holy cow, I didn't even notice that. Look at how many times we've been rejected off this zone. Holy cow. Tons of problems at this resistance here. So if we can break through that and we're getting close, then I think I'd, you know, buy that. I'd buy into it. I'd buy into XRP and wait for that long. So we're getting close. Everything looks really bullish as expected because of how nice things are starting to trade. But I'd really wait for this to close before we, you know, buy in and long to the upside here. So be patient. Wait for that signal here. Wait for closure above 54 cents for us to long this to the upside. Same thing goes with a lot of these other cryptocurrencies. Now we'll make the trades, we'll buy in, we'll long, we'll leverage trade on Bitcoin here, or on BYDFI here. Here's a Bitcoin chart. You could see we had another bull flag beautifully forming here. We had a clearly a lower high, lower low pattern. Let me move you out of the way, buddy. And you can see here, with this lower high, lower low, once we confirm closure above resistance, that was that long opportunity here for us to take advantage of with BYDFI. You can obviously take advantage of BYDFI. They have welcome reward bonuses where you can earn over $2,000 in free cryptocurrency on top of the $350 that they're giving away. This is where I do a lot of trades as well. So definitely make sure to check this out with that link down in the description below, and get ready to take advantage of the XRP trade. You can also take advantage of my trades on Patreon as well. As for these other cryptocurrencies, we're on a steady stream to the upside here. Again, hitting resistance, correction is happening, but I think we are on our way to breach $200 on Solana. I think by the end of the year, we're going to be at all-time highs for a lot of these cryptos. We are on a bullish uptrend here, and here's that volume injection. So things are not over yet. I mean, this is an easy opportunity, an easy breakout that we all expected, and things are just going to take a little bit longer, you know. But we are in that upward trajectory, and hopefully that proves that with the way these markets are moving. With us bullish with these big volume injections, it does scream markets are not over yet. We're not dead, and we are in that bull run, entering that bull run because the halving is over. I mean, this just shows it. We're about to retest all-time highs on Bitcoin again. We're going to be going much higher. As for the S&P, I mean, it's hit or miss. I'd like us to correct, though, but that's my biased opinion. But with that being said, smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.